Today, I'm going to be showing you how to display your collection like a boss. But before I get into this, I just want to thank you guys so much for 2,000 subscribers. I can't believe how far this community has come, and I can't be more grateful and blessed to share the thing I love with you. Yeah, you. With that out of the way, it's time to show you guys how to create a collection that makes your audience go, wow! So, we have to lay out some ground rules. First of all, you have to have a dedicated space to put your figures. Second, you have to have a good amount of room for these figures. Let's not cram these guys together. Third, you have to be willing to spend a bit of money to elevate the look of your collection's display. I'll elaborate more on this later. Okay, I'm not going to bother you with any more rules. The rest of the rules go without saying, and plus it's your collection, so it's your decision. My goals for this video are that I want you guys to have a display that didn't cost you too much to make. The collection also should be modular or changeable. Us Transformers fans can't make up our minds, and I like to switch my figures around, or at least the shelves around, so it's nice to have the room to change it up. So first, let's talk about shelves. You guys know how much you're willing to spend on this display, and your budget is exclusive to you. However, I would recommend getting a standard black or white shelf that you can find at IKEA or Walmart. It's not the best level of quality, nor is it the worst. It will certainly do. In contrast, I don't use the shelves because I just use the ones that the house I live in comes with, so yippee, go me I guess. Next, you've got to have an area planned out where you want your shelves to go. Once you've done these two things, you're basically ready to go. So in my opinion, your shelves should be symmetrical. It allows for a more professional look. At least that's what I've got going on here. Another thing is you're gonna need lights. You can use RGB strips, magnetic lights, battery powered, it's really whatever you want to do. I myself use detachable magnetic lights. These are rechargeable, so it's pretty easy and convenient. Now that you have your shelves set up and your lights in place, let's discuss the most important part. Why you clicked on this video. Let's talk about how to display your figures. Now this could be Transformers, this could be action figures, this could be a collection of any kind, but I think these rules apply for anything. I personally am very specific when it comes to where my figures go on the shelf and how they are displayed. Each shelf should have a unique variety of shape and color, or if you're organizing like I do in terms of continuity, then you want to create an even display throughout each shelf. Here are some ways to do this. You can have the figures in an arrangement of smallest up front and then gradually increase the size of the figures while moving back. But you may be asking, what if I have a bunch of figures that are the same size? In this case, I would recommend using a shelf raiser. This creates more separation between the figures and allows the viewer to be able to identify each figure easily. So, some ways you can do this are using like a trailer. I use my Earthrise Prime trailer for my movie shelf, or you could use a small little box. It really doesn't matter as long as it gives some height and it's stable. But you want to hide that object so that you can't see it if it is mismatching with your shelf. You want to have an even distribution of color. Let's take Bumblebee for example. He is yellow. We know these things. Yellow is a bright color that the eye is easily attracted to. Therefore, we can't put a bunch of yellow characters together, otherwise it will be harder to appreciate other figures on the shelf. Other things you can do is have your figures in poses. I myself do not do this because I do not have the space, and it can come off as a bit aggressive, in my opinion. Try to have your figures in poses that are not aggressive or symmetrical, or just, if what I do is I have my Seekers and they're all doing hands on hips with their null rays facing out, and that's not very aggressive at all. So with all that being said, I hope this little video helped you out a bit and gave you some inspiration. Speaking of inspiration, I got this whole idea from Paper Melon's video. His video is fantastic, and I urge you to give it a watch, because it is worth your time. And I hope this video is worth your time as well. So, without further ado, it's time for you to create a collection that looks amazing.